It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. Decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On first and 10, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. We knew this game had the potential to have quite a few twists and turns, but maybe not on the very first play of the game.
And not only did they end up with an interception, they got an actual bonus too. A nice return ends up setting them up first and goal. What a change and what a twist.
Now Elliott. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
That's the score. Bengals 7, Dolphins nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here? And he fires one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back out. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Now Prescott. Henry brings it in. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Receiver.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
Back at the 21-yard line.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he's got his man on the out route. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coach is always talking about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Tyus Bowser able to get him for a loss of about 3.
3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception. His 3rd. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead 1st quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
Mayfield to throw it this time. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Max Crosby in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Bengals 10, Dolphins nothing.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Desmond King picks it. We haven't even escaped the 1st half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the 1st half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments. The backup may see some time.
They do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
1st
A good pickup there of 20 yards. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Prescott from the gun. And he's caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Reagor, 79 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore that.
And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal team. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott, and the Bengals add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Flush to his right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Down by Mackenzie Alexander. It's a gain of 7. Brings
now Mayfield.
3. At the Bengals.
His throw incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. This is caught by Jackson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone to give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Bengals 24. Dolphins 14. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage. Either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott now from the 50. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. To the air again, Prescott. He's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll take it on for the Bengals touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it, because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big time play.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
It's complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. They go to Elliott again. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. It's complete to Graham. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Pass the 20. Open man is Higgins. For a Cincinnati score. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes. passes on the afternoon, and the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, Mayfield again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That goes for a gain of 31. Play fake. Mayfield. It's caught by Jackson. The 20. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. And that one results in 35 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And again, it's Mayfield. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
That's taken in by Higgins. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. That catch good for only a couple.
At the 3-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the throw going to be incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football.
36-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down, Dolphins.
To throw, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Thrown away. And
well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. So he's hit pay dirt twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the second half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to want to know why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy.
38. Dolphins 22. Bradley Pinion set to...
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. That's right, left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Bengals 38.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Elliott. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up on a former 1st-round pick to Randall, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
49-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Max Crosby getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. That'll be caught right over. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
1st down.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Under pressure, and he Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season. Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Deshaun Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Mayfield to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Dolphins 28.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Zane Gonzalez lining up for
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fake here. Direct snap to the out man. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Little salt, little paper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up because Frank Reich, at Maryland in college. Did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Elliott. Take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Well, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
Second and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
To throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
Second and inches at the 13-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Third and short yardage. Prescott. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
And goal at the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Prescott to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. A timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
And the Dolphin first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Mayfield to throw it this time. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
42.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Dolphins, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.